Appeal Court verdict confirms no crisis in PDP National and crumbles defection justification of embattled 27 Rivers lawmakers. Hello viewers and welcome to Infogist TV. The Appeal Court's ruling against Senator Samuel Nemeka Anyanwu, the former PDP National Secretary, holds significant implications for the ongoing Rivers political saga. Martins Amehule and 24 others had earlier justified their defection by citing an alleged national party crisis purportedly linked to the embattled National Secretary as a constitutional basis for their action. On December 17, 2023, Dumle Mo, former Deputy Speaker, while reading a letter signed by former Speaker Martins Amehule, revealed that the actual reason for their defection was attributed to the actions of the embattled PDP National Secretary. This justification was crucial to the legality of their defection. The recent Appellate Court judgment, which held that Senator Anyanwu ceased to be the People's Democratic Party National Secretary upon resigning to contest the Imo State governorship election. By law, Senator Anyanwu could not have held an office he had already vacated, nullifying their claim of a national crisis as grounds for their defection. This judgment against Anyanwu renders the 27 Rivers Assembly members' rationale for defection untenable. Foreseeing this unfortunate outcome, Martins and his co-traveler made a U-turn and entirely denied their defection. All this while they tried to divide the national party. Their kingpin went to the NEC meeting twice so that he can instigate disagreements and cause national crisis in PDP if he is asked to leave the NEC, owing to his appointment at the ruling government cabinet and opposition party. But all these antics failed. He was ignored as his intentions was not alien. Consequently, Martins Amehule and the 24 other former lawmakers find themselves stranded, their defection no longer anchored on a legally defensible premise, rendered them ineligible to retain their positions as members of the House of Assembly if the matter is brought before any court. With this verdict, the Appeal Court has affirmed that there was no crisis within the People's Democratic Party at the national level regarding the position of the National Secretary. The predicament Martins and the 24 others now face amply reflects the saying that the ear becomes useless when the head is cut off. Call that. Still on Rivers crisis, a high court sitting in Port Harcourt on Thursday had barred the departmental store Hypercity to stay away from the land on which the slaughter market is located in Transamadi Industrial Layout. Also barred is Honorable Kingsley Chinda, the member representing Obiakpo Federal Constituency 2 in the House of Representatives. This is an interim order and it was issued by Justice G.O. Olo of the court. The order restrained the defendants either by themselves or through their agents to stay actions on the land. This followed a suit that was filed by 11 indigents of Oginiba community, among who are Henry Amadi, Chikezie, Chidimati, Stanley, DK, Elder George, Ariolo, Harold, Echonwu. The defendants in this suit are the Attorney General of Rivers State, the Rivers State Ministry of Lands and Survey, Hypercity Retail Limited, and the federal lawmaker Kingsley Chinda. Also, the defendants are barred from entering the land pending the determination of the motion on notice. Also, the factional spokesperson of the All Progressive Congress APC in Rivers State, Mr. Darlington Nwauju, has accused the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, of allegedly frustrating efforts of lasting peace in the leadership of the party in the state. This is as the recently inaugurated chairman of APC in Rivers, Chief Tony Okocha, has threatened to expel all the troublemakers who have allegedly refused to allow peace in the party and work with the current executive. Speaking with journalists yesterday in Port Harcourt, Nwauju accused Ganduje of dictatorial leadership style, urging him and Okocha's leadership to stop desecrating the judiciary and dismarketing the party. Nwauju expressed sadness that there is alleged conspiracy to delete the memories of the supporters of the Emeka Beke leadership of APC, who unfortunately lost the opportunity to rewrite the history of the party here in Rivers and ensure that justice is not served on sponsors and perpetrators of those barbaric crimes that took place in 2015, 2019 and 2023. The APC scribe regretted that the party has suffered avoidably media bashing in recent weeks and months due to the dictatorial leadership style of Alhaji Ganduje, who seemed to be in such a hurry to rewrite history of our painful history. He said it would not be out of place for any journalist in this room today to confidently construct beautiful headlines that will pull by the nose, given the notorious fact that Alhaji Ganduje, who promised internal democracy for the party on August 3rd, 2023, after his ratification by NEC, has managed the Rivers State chapter exactly like a workman quarreling with his tools. We are worried that Alhaji Ganduje is doing everything possible to bully the very principles of progressivism upon which our party was founded, and to even imagine the peculiarity of the Rivers State chapter of the party, where tons of human beings had their lives cut short for their membership of the APC. Mujure stressed that since the High Court judgment is on appeal and the Court of Appeal fixed 4th and 12th of February 2025 to hear the matter, what is the rush in countering the order of court? Speaking about the alleged plan to suspend their supporters, he said, expelling Chief Emeka Beke and the rest of us who are rightfully officers of the party in the state and accusing us of collaborating with the governor of the River State to embarrass the APC, if we may ask which of the APCs, the one they sabotaged in 2015, 2019 and 2023, is it the same APC that they abandoned to join the SDP, jumped ship to openly campaign for the PDP and Governor Fubara? Briefing journalists shortly after an event to celebrate his birthday at his residence in Rumibo in Obiakpo local government area of the state, on Sunday, Chief Okocha accused Governor Similayo Fubara of meddling into the affairs of the APC in the state, alleging that the governor is influencing the outcome of court cases involving the APC in the state. Describing the judiciary in Rivers as the governor's supermarket, Okocha threatened to expel rebellious members, embarrassing the party and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through frivolous court cases. Okocha, who was reacting to last Friday's judgment of a high court in the state, which nullified the party's recent congresses, said the judge is governor's kinsman, alleging he was working on the governor's directive. The judge comes from a place called Opobo, where our greatest transducer comes from. In fact, not only coming from, Fubara is the person who is behind all the Macabre dance. I'm talking about Governor Similayo Fubara. Now he is in the business of divide and rule and making a mess in the entire judiciary in the state. My friends have begged me to refrain from using uncanny and uncouth words while describing the judiciary in River State. I had heated to say to you, and I will say it again, that the judiciary in River State is a supermarket. It's the governor's supermarket. He goes and buys any judgment he wants and assigns cases to anybody he likes. All of these things have been concluded, for crying out loud. Faulting Okocha's allegation, Special Assistant to the River State Governor on Electronic Media, Jerry Omashongwa, said it was wrong for people to attach ethnic undertones when court judgments don't go their way, and called on the All Progressive Congress to resolve their problems instead of mentioning the governor, whom he said is busy steering the ship of the state. According to Omashongwa, first, I will ask the legal issue in the state who is behind it, if he or Okocha is also. So said the governor doesn't have a party. I have seen the governor attending PDP governors forum meeting. If the governor does not have a party, I don't see him attending PDP's governors meeting. It is just Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State attending PDP governors forum meeting when he is not a member of PDP. You can't see him there. So I think he needs to get his facts right. Governor Fubara is a bona fide member of PDP. You disobeyed the court order and the hammer fell on you. How does this concern the governor? The governor controls his own arm, the executive. He is not a member of the judiciary. Nor is it that when a judgment does not favor you, you start bringing in ethnic sentiment. He added, I do not know what he means by having a supermarket and controlling the APC. He or Okocha should control the crisis in his party. If he cannot, he should resign and not blame another person who doesn't know what is happening in your party.